Welcome back. A slew of exposed wires, oversized speakers, and a ton of wasted space. Sound familiar? Your home audio-video system doesn't have to be like this.
This home is a great example of what probably a lot of the viewers have out there. The most obvious thing that you'll see on this particular job is that we have a TV, a nice flat panel TV, but we're not really taking advantage of the fact that it's a flat panel TV. It's not mounted on the wall. We have some ugly wires hanging from it. We have equipment out visible, which doesn't look aesthetically very pleasing. Probably also noticed that we've got a few satellite speakers laying around here like this. Here's the center speaker, here's the right and left. They're not very far apart, so you're not getting very good imaging from them. You've got some aesthetic issues because you have wires bundled up on the floor, across the floor. And you have an overall problem that these speakers have very, very tiny woofers in them. Really not even a woofer, more of a mid-range and high-frequency sound. So you don't get very good full sound when you're watching movies, and you certainly don't get great sound for music. Digitainment specializes in retrofits of home audio video. For this particular customer, I recommended that we put this TV on an ultra slim wall mount on the wall here, wires hidden inside the wall and the ceilings, where you just simply see a TV on the wall. We recommended that we get rid of the equipment that's right here in the middle of the room and put that into a closet, a hallway closet. It's still nearby in case he wants to put a DVD in, but it will clean up the look of this room. Flush mount preference speakers in the ceiling, a nice energy subwoofer that's going to go in the corner, MX450 remote that's going to operate this whole system nice and simple. We give you one remote, you hit one button, and the TV comes on every single time. Most installations are 1 to 2 days to complete the entire installation. So it's a nice turnkey kind of operation. What you need to know about Digitainment is we've been a referral-based business for, 6 years, and I've been in this industry 16 years. And during that time, we grew from a little over $100,000 to $2 million just on referrals. And when you grow a company based on referrals, you have to be doing something right.
And Russ Strover from Digitainment joining us once again. What a transformation. And you say this is typical of what you see.
Yeah, while we do a lot of custom high-end homes, I can tell you that our bread and butter business is really this type of home, a retrofit. And a lot of people think they're going to save some money by going to the store and getting a special on a TV or something. And they don't realize there's a lot more involved when it comes to the actual installation. And you can see in this particular case, we didn't sell this customer a new TV. They had a good TV. We simply took off the speaker bar, mounted it on the wall with the proper mount and the proper wiring, and then cleaned up the rest of the system. So one of the things I think that's a little unique about Digitainment is we don't oversell. We're not going to come into someone's home and tell them, oh, you need to replace all your stuff, it's obsolete. Now, there may be a case where that is true, but most of the time we can reuse some of the equipment and supplement it with what needs to be updated.
And taking the table and the desk out of there made such a difference and really opened up the room.
Well, that was a good-sized room to begin with, but I'm sure there are a lot of listeners that have tight space configurations, and I'll tell you, getting rid of that equipment, getting that TV on the wall, some people go, boy, I can't believe it's the same room.
And talk a little bit about the speakers, because there's really a difference in terms of the speakers that you may buy at the store, that someone at a retail store may try and sell you versus the stuff that you guys sell.
Well, for instance, some of the speakers that we use that you're looking at here, this here is a speaker that would be a rear speaker with a swivel tweeter. This particular speaker over here, you see, this would be used, it's an angled speaker. This would be a front in-ceiling speaker. So different speakers have different applications based on how they're going to be used. This here would be a center speaker. So it's really important you deal with someone who can come in and help you decide what type of speakers you need in what locations in the room. And it's based on the room layout, it's based on your seating area, and a lot of different factors, and that's why Digitainment does a free in-home design consultation to help figure that out.
And a lot of people, you may go to a retail store, they may not know a whole lot about the speakers, or they may know maybe just about the product that they sell, and it may not be the right one for you.
Well, and that happens a lot. We get a lot of situations where people have gone and bought something, and then they find out, number one, they didn't get as good a deal as they thought they were going to get, and number two, they aren't the right speakers for the way their room is laid out. So it makes sense to bring in someone who's a professional who can guide them. And I think our specialty is we're going to do that, but we're not going to be that high-end audiophile company that's going to oversell you $1,000 speakers, you know.
And that's the key. You know, you don't want to be oversold. I know that. I mean, that's one of my fears when you deal with either a home audio video company or going into the retail store. You wonder, all right, is this guy really telling me the truth, or is he just trying to sell what he can make the most money on?
And we guarantee to have the lowest price installed of any authorized reseller who's a licensed contractor. So you can be very confident that you're getting a good deal and good quality equipment. And
really quickly, you guys have a deal for our viewers today. Talk a little bit about it.
We're offering a surround sound speaker package that includes 5 in-wall or in-ceiling flush mount speakers, an 8-inch 125-watt subwoofer, all the wiring, all the labor. It's normally $34.99 MSRP. We normally sell it for about $23.95, and we have a special through the end of May for $19.95 plus tax.
And as we saw, makes a huge difference. In the room, in your space.
And we didn't even talk about sound. The sound is phenomenal when compared to what he had before.
All right, Russ Stover with Digitainment. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
All right.
And for more information, go to our website, san diego6.com.